Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Long Distance Stitchers. I'm Megan,
I am also Megan.
and this is our channel about cross stitch, and we're wearing matching shirts. These are
It
our
looks
shirts from
blue
the.
on my camera, at least. Like on
Yeah, mine looks blue. It's reading
oh,
blue.
they're
There we
little.
go.
We swear they're the same color.
Yeah, they're the exact same shirt. We were gonna wear them on our last video. We got them when we were in New York, but Megan didn't want to get her tattoo arm all over her new
Yeah, I
shirt.
was I was tank topping it for a little
Yeah.
while.
But yeah, so this is going to be a 2 month update.
It's gonna be
Um,
long, I think. We both have quite a bit of stitching.
yeah,
Me more from April than from May, but that's
yeah. April was
um
April was a good stitching month for me, and then May was okay, not bad.
yeah.
But we didn't even film anything in April, and
Mhm.
then our only May video was our Stitch North update, which was also very long, but mostly haul. So
There'll be some haul today,
yeah,
more from one person than from another because
yeah.
only one of us is self-medicating through shopping, I think.
I'm back on a no buy until I pay
I
off
need to.
my
I need
trips that I've
to.
gone on.
Yeah, I need to feel that energy. So
Yeah, indeed. I will start with my card. So I pulled the Magician, and
I also pulled the magician this morning, but I did not bring my card downstairs.
this is from the Jack-o'-lantern deck, which now Michelle has, so you might have seen it on her page as well. And so in my little booklet, it says the Magician is it says, inside of you, there is a fire of wisdom and knowing what the great subconscious, the great source, the deep and the dark ocean of our core seldom speak to our outer world. Acknowledge the patterns. Seek the deeper wisdom that is inside of you, your higher self, and the greater being, the higher power that lives within and speaks to us all. Halloween is a time for magic, and you are the most magical of all. Very magical. And I was born 3 days after Halloween, so
You're basically the magician.
I'm basically the magician.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
and Megan pulled it as well from is that
From my
your
Ghostbusters tarot.
and it's Egon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew I recognized him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the magician is about manifesting, right? Like if you can think it, you can make it so. So I'm gonna manifest myself a good week. You know why it's gonna be a good week? Everybody else is out of town this week.
Oh, that's perfect.
There are so few meetings in my calendar.
Oh, I love that for you.
I mean, I'm a free range employee as it is, so it's not like I'm supervised, but there will be few asks of me because
Yeah.
chairs are gone, deans are gone, provosts are gone, everybody's gone. It's fantastic.
Yeah. You can actually do like your actual just job.
For the most part, yeah. Right? Like whether it's my job or firefighting, one of the two. It'll be good. Work has been working a lot. Working.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice quiet week. So
I'm also having a quiet week because the person who was away last week, whose closes I was covering, is back. So
okay.
I am not closing anymore this week. I'm switching back and forth between closing and opening every other day, which was a little hard on my brain and body. So I'm very happy for
Back
that.
to your regular scheduling.
Yeah, I'm only opening.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Hopefully I'll get more stitching done because I don't really stitch on days that I close because I basically just wake up and dread my day and then do nothing all morning and then go to work. So yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Mhm.
what did you stitch on? Did you finish anything?
Well, I FFO'd a few things. One of the things that I FFO'd, I don't have with me anymore. Well, actually, a couple of things that I FFO'd.
I
Um,
just dropped some things on the floor.
so I've got some photos. So I'll share those first.
I do love
Tell you what
photos.
I did here. Um, so first is these really cute little black cats. I'm calling it FFO because I gave it away. I'm not doing anything else with it. And they are the cutest. I stitched these and I gave them to a friend at Stitch North, and they were very happy with these cats. And so those are an FFO. I do not remember where I got it. I got it from a shop on Etsy. It's the same pattern set that I did. You might recognize this little one touching the yarn. It is the same pattern set that I did the I've got a hankering for kittens thing for my friend at the holiday season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
cute cats.
I like the
And
rainbow.
I
Is
also
the rainbow one floss, that rainbow color?
yeah, it's Bradley's
It's
balloon.
Bradley balloons, yeah.
Yeah. I also participated in the ATC swap of solar eclipse outer space. And so this is the one that I did, a little space in a jar. And I saw at least one other person use this pattern too. It's just so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute.
So that is something that I did. And now I have, sorry, I've lost my share Zoom button. And then I also, so the card went off to my partner. That's why I don't have it. I also did just a little goodbye present for my dean who left and is the reason why my life is so chaotic. But I just did a little outline of BC on some trees stamped and sent it with her to her new place of being so she can remember the time that she spent with us. So, and I mean, I don't want to brag, but I totally made her cry. So good job, me. It's only fair, right?
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah. Yeah. I also did some journal finishing. Way back in like the middle of April. That I don't think I posted anywhere or anything like that. But I just sort of got a hankering. So first I have this journal, which I bought because I want to put birds from Bird Crush Club in here. Have I finished any of the birds from Bird Crush Club? Absolutely not. So I skipped a whole bunch of pages. I went to the middle of the book and I finished two things. So first, this lovely lady is Edna from Lindy Stitches.
Oh
My camera.
yeah.
Edna Goes to Brunch. I did alter the stitching. There was a giant grapefruit that I just really wasn't interested in stitching.
Yeah.
So I changed the border. So there's Edna with some really lovely lilacs. Look, I even put on my note, I removed the grapefruit. Haha. And then I also put my Piney Owl from
Oh,
Pixie
I love
Pixel Cross
that.
Stitch, which was a freebie from the Natural World sale. I think I think you can buy it as a PDF now, if you weren't a Natural World sale person.
Mhm.
But I stitched this 1/2 on the same 56 count that I did Natural World on using Brita needle, and then I forget if it was a DMC or it might have been a hand dyed by Rolanda, but a gray for the owl. So
Yeah.
I put those in there. Room for some friends. So that's nice. And then in my other journal, which I honestly haven't like I did a bit and then I didn't do anything for a really long time. So I had this already with the 3 quirky Quakers, and then I added this mermaid tail, which was our Stitch North gift chart last year from Deanna, Darling Whimsy
Mhm.
Design, and Brenda Needle. So I thought it looked nice with those particular quails, Quakers. I was looking at the whale tail, and so it became a quail. But a quirky Quaker quail, I'm sure it's on the list.
It's got to be on the list.
Yeah. I also put my um
Oh, I love that.
Happy Nauru's from last year.
Mhm.
Believe in Spring, Start Again, Bloom, and then my Wonky Cat. Those are both patterns from Miriam at Marumi Craft Designs. Those in there. I put these bee ones in here, which don't ask me to tell you who these are by. I don't remember. There's no
Mm.
notes because I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. And I think that's it.
I remember when you stitched that little
Yeah.
bee, the 4 little bees. I remember
Yeah,
that.
because it was a whole bigger pattern, and then I was stitching it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this whole pattern. I'm only stitching it because I feel like I have to stitch it because I have it.
Yeah.
So I just added those little bees and called it done.
And it's cute. It's perfect.
Yeah, and I don't have to stitch things just because I have them. I've
Sure
taught
don't.
myself that. This was also hanging out in there. You've seen these. My lobster, my ray. They're waiting. They'll have a
They're
page.
waiting patiently.
So those are my FFOs.
You reminded me that I also have FFOs because I also did some journaling.
Oh, perfect.
I also did my quirky quaker quail whale.
You did 2 whales.
I did my revenge orca and my whale.
Just
I
for the
did
record, I am aware that orcas are not whales. Thank you.
yeah, they're dolphins.
Giant
And
dolphins with dolphin teeth.
this is like sort of like a paper like ruche thing
Okay.
that I got in like it was from a card shop and they had just like these like leftover bits from when they make cards and I thought it was like a piece of driftwood.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Cool. And then I got some stickers and my little corgi dressed as a shark.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
that was the only journaling I did. I have planned out my Stitch North spread that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna finish my hedgehog and my bat from Beck will
Oh,
be
nice.
part of that
They'll be on
spread.
the same page or
Yeah,
double pages.
I just haven't done it yet.
Good memories.
But yeah, I did have an FFO because I
Nice.
did that in April. That was a while ago. That was a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like when I was like writing down all the things, I was like, oh, I don't feel like I stitched very much since the last time we filmed because
Yeah,
I haven't. However,
but we're doing 2 months.
yeah, when I add April on there, um, it's all right. Did you have any other finishes that you
I
didn't?
do. I have 5.
I have 2.
Okay,
You can go first.
I'll go and then you can just
Yeah,
go right into your starts.
right into my start, sure.
So, right after we finished filming last March 31st, I literally finished this while Megan and I were still on the Zoom call,
Yeah, we
and
just
she
visited
was
and she's
she
finished.
was making sure that we had booked our hotel for Stitch North, and I was
I
stitching.
knew we had booked our hotel. I somehow deleted the email and then panicked that we didn't have a hotel.
Yeah. So she was like on the phone and I was just sort of like stitching away and then also like looking up other hotels just in case we had to figure something out.
At least we had a car. So if we had
yeah,
needed to stay in another hotel, it wouldn't have been like an added thing. Already getting a car. So
a lot of people stayed at other hotels this year and it was fine. So and
I
then
do have our 2025 hotel booked for the record.
oh yes.
Done, set, we're good to go.
I don't have October booked and the Marriott is sold out for that weekend. So I might have to figure something out. Or go on the roommate page. I don't know, whatever. I've got time. I also finished this. This is Happy
pretty
from Marumi Designs. This was my May Whip Go Call, where the prompt was closest to a finish. And I finished this in 8 hours. So
that's pretty close to a finish.
Very close to a finish. The outside border is a sulky 30 weight that I don't recommend cross stitching in because it frayed a lot and it's also very round thread, so it's kind of annoying because like your stitches don't really like flat. You can't really tell. You can't from far away you can't tell. And I do really like the color. It was just like annoying to stitch with. Yeah. And so the inside is a sulky 12 weight, variegated.
Just the good old regular stuff.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks nice. And hopefully I'll fully finish that soon. Who knows?
Are we supposed to fully finish that? Because mine's in the pile where I found something else.
Yeah, you finished yours at Stitch North last year.
Yeah, it's a year old.
And then my second finish, because I was like, well, I have 2 hours left to stitch on because the goal is 10 hours on whatever the thing is. So I was like, well, I still have 2 hours for this prompt. So I'll stitch on something else that's also close to finish. And then I finished this in 2 hours. So this is a mashup of
By that reasoning, wasn't that closer to a finish?
Yeah, but it was Marumi May, so I wanted to work on the Merriam design first. And yeah, so this is a mashup of two different Bendy Stitchy designs. The peacock and these weird trees is from her Stitching with freebie from last year. And then the quote is part of the Ernest Hemingway quote that was in the Earth Day bundle pattern that she released. And I just picked whatever colors I wanted, and yeah, had fun. And this bright orange fabric, which was so fun to stitch on.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It is yeah.
It turned out really good.
There's a good view. Yeah. I got a little the spacing is a little weird down here, but I'm the only one who knows, and I'm not gonna fix it.
Why'd you say anything? It looks fine.
Yeah. To the untrained eye, it looks completely safe. It looks completely normal. And then my last two finishes were my Quirky Quakers from May. So my two prompts were something pink and bird. So I did the chicken and the pig from the farm.
Good.
The farm releases from Stitch North last year. So I already had them ready to go.
Love them.
This is an 18 count, so it's little. And I tried to stitch it with 2 strands, and it was just like too.
Some 18 counts are very tight.
Yeah. Well, and I also like messed around like trying to dye this.
Okay.
So like
you probably shrunk it.
Like yeah, it probably shrunk a little bit. So he's just a tiny little chicken, and I made it more like a brown, like that sort of tawny brown color chicken. And then this
that chicken looks like it lays you a green blue egg.
Yeah. And then this border is a variegated Brennan needle that was like orange, and you can see it better up here. It's like orange and yellow and stuff. But yeah. And then this is like some Roxy flosses that I yeah. So those are all my finishes.
Fantastic. Okay. I have 3 finishes. I think I said 2, but I actually have 3.
Yeah.
I just remind myself one when I took this off the pile.
Oh yeah, because you just found it again.
No, not this one, the next one.
Oh, okay.
So this is from D's 20 Stitches. This is Flowers for Sylvia, which I started and finished like the week immediately following our April Flosstube. So it's the Call for DMCs. This fabric is from Kaylee Tent Stitch. It's one of her stamped ones that she does, but it's like old wallpaper. And then instead of the French knots, I added beads. So there's a little bit of, texture on there. It says, "We are not ashamed of who we are," which is a quote from Sylvia Rivera, who was a trans activist. And so Dee released this last year for Pride Month. So nice to share it here today. So if you are considering Pride stitching, maybe check out the pattern. I stitched this in a week. So even with this big chunky vase, it didn't take very long. So, I really like stitching it, which is why I, went gung-ho and just started it and then finished it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put everything. Pile it there. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good stitch. Yeah. Don't know what I'm going to do with it now, but it's done. This is for the animal swap from Heather. Link is my homeboy that is hosting. This is my finished stitching. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to finish in the hoop or do something different with it, but the pattern is Jumping Fox, and I am completely blanking on designer. It's from an Etsy shop.
Okay.
It's the second time I've stitched it. There are some plants and things along the bottom, but he just looks so good, just the fox. Plus he fits the hoop perfectly. So if I do finish it in the hoop, it looks
it doesn't need anything else.
Right?
Yeah. Right. I think it looks great.
And his little smile, I just love him so much. But yeah, so this is on a 36 count um, ornament cut from the now defunct Fortnite Fabrics. And then it's just DMC. I'll say just it is DMC, um, as called for in the pattern. And he's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And then my last finish in this time frame, I finished the Major Arcana Sol stitch along from Uncanny Kari that she had on her Patreon.
It looks so
So,
good.
it was all like she designed it, and she stitched it monochromatic, just in black. So I've been adding the
Mhm.
purple, and then these were actually supposed to be like I stitched in the negative. They're
Mhm.
supposed to be filled in, but I was not positive, and it turns out I made a good choice because I would not have had enough of the purple that I had left if I had stitched them the way they were charted. However, they are beautiful,
Yeah, that
and
was great.
so I made the right choice. So
Mhm.
that's done. Um, I kind of want to get like a nice box for all of my tarot cards and then finish this to sit on top.
Oh, yeah.
But I got to figure out what kind of box I want.
Yeah,
I'm not going to finish it until I know what I'm putting it on because that will,
yeah.
impact the dimensions of whatever I finish. So
Mhm.
it'll go in the finish pile for now, until such time as there's something to do with it. My next whip, which I meant to pull up. Let me just see if I can do it really easy. The picture for, because I'm very far behind. It is fine frog stitching, femurs and fungi cell. So you've probably seen it
Mhm.
all over the internet at this point. Um, and I don't know if the PDF, it doesn't have like an overall picture. Anyways, go to Fine Frog Stitching's Instagram, and I'm sure you will see things. But I'm still working on the frames.
Yeah.
So this is 2 colors of DMC. I've done everything. I'm working on this one now. Everything else is outlined properly. So I think I'm going to start like we have this. I think we have everything for maybe even I think the newest release was the stuff that goes on the shelf. So I'm just going to start filling it in. And maybe because I'm so far behind, we'll get everything else before I have to move the frame down.
Mm.
That's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Um, but this is a 20 count goblin fabric, which came in a big Stitch Me Halloween box last year that I'm
Mm.
stitching on, which I love a lot. And then just the DMCs. But I am loving how it is turning out. Um, Helen the Ditty Stitcher has been keeping up to date.
That looks really good.
And I know there's other people too. But I know for sure she's been keeping up to date. So if you want to see how it's progressing, because I'm not actually sure what Steph at Fine Frog Stitching has been posting on her Instagram, like if she's got the overall photo, but Helen's been posting
Mhm.
pictures of each one. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep plugging away on it. I'm definitely not going to finish on any kind of timeline. I will pick it up as I work on it. Another start, and I just have the tiniest start on this. I have to um, get stitching on this. This is Blue Morpho, which is an ink circle pattern. So this is for the second most magnificent ink circles round robin. So I'm in a group with Pam, Hobbies and Hyperfocus, Trina. Does Trina doesn't have a floss tube. Um,
Mm.
and then Rob Zav Stitches. And so this is Rob's piece. So this is Blue Morpho from Ink Circles. And then Rob switched up the colors. And so it is in, I think it's B5200, not white. Ah. Um,
I like that bright
oh no,
green.
just Blanc. The green is Spring Grass, which is Gentle Arts.
Mhm.
And the black is also Gentle Arts. It's Black Licorice. And
Ooh.
so on this nice gray fabric,
Yeah, it looks really good.
right? It's really pretty. I should have taken it off the frame so you could see Rob's stitches. But anyways, I have until the end of June to get that done. So I need
Yeah.
to sit down and do it. Um, there's a lot of white stitches. So I want to make sure I'm doing it when I'm ready to stitch white stitches, as they're not my white stitches, they're Rob's white stitches.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do the well for him. So
Yeah.
but like any ink circles chart, it is a pleasure to stitch.
It is really nice.
It'll,
I like
it'll
it.
be fun. I just gotta get on it. Definitely running out of space because I don't want that to fall on the floor. My stuff can fall on the floor. Rob's stuff cannot. And then my last new start. Is that right? Yeah. Only 3 new starts is from your friends and mine, Dee and Kari, Spring Quest, Cat Quest.
Oh, you did start it. I forgot that.
So I've already like put all the box things in different box places. So all I have here to show you is the pattern, the floss,
Mhm.
the fabric, and then the needle minder. But we also got scissors and we got stickers and we got an art print and all sorts of fun stuff that goes with it. And now this floss is it's me, it's not the floss. But so the floss was dyed by Dee and Kari's friend
Al.
Al, who used to dye yarn, is my understanding. And so is not unfamiliar with dyeing fibers. But look at those colors.
Yeah, they're really good.
Mm. So I saw a few different unboxings. Jesse at Miss Lay Pages, Steph at Pocket Roddy did unboxings.
Mhm.
I saw other ones. But so if you want to see everything that came in the box, but the overwhelming like response was, oh my gosh, these flosses, which is exactly how I responded when I opened the flosses because they are amazing. And so
Yeah.
there was some commentary made at the retreat that perhaps there might be more floss coming from Al in the future. Keep your fingers crossed. So this pattern is then on this lovely neutral fabric, which is manuscript, also dyed by Al, with I think
Mhm.
a lot of assistance from Dee. And so I got the linen, so it's a 36 count linen. I don't know that there was size choices. I think it was just linen or Ada. That's
I
what
think
they've
so,
done in
yeah.
the past. And
I
so
got
it's
one too.
lovely. It does like look old manuscripty. Bits of it
Mhm.
look like it was folded like paper. So I just have the tiniest start here. And then this is the needle minder with a little cat face on it. Let's keep with it.
No, I'm
And
not
Carly
gonna start
makes
mine
these.
anytime soon.
She goes to some art studio lab place where she can
Mm.
make things, which is amazing.
Yeah, hers are really good.
So I want to get back to this, hence it still being on the frame. I only worked on it the day of the retreat and I haven't worked on it since.
Mm.
But I love it. I'll stitch more on it. And I will hoard my leftover floss like a fiend. Because it's beautiful. I don't know where to put that either. Those are my starts, along with all the like start and finishes of the little things that you've
Yeah.
seen. All of this.
Yeah, I had a couple staffs as well. All right.
What did
Well,
you start?
I also started my ink circles. My partner, my first one from my group. So this is Wildflowers
That's really pretty.
ink circles, and you'll notice that it's kind of like a light green pastel purple type situation. Well, that is not what I'm stitching in.
Oh wow.
This is the color palette that we're doing.
Wow, that's
So
gorgeous.
this is Randy, Randy Barnes. So this is hers. So this is the middle of the pattern. So I've stitched this much. So I'm about like a quarter, maybe a little bit more of the
That's
way done.
amazing.
And I was actually like messing myself up looking at the pattern. So now I'm just sort of like looking above and just stitching the opposite of what is there, and I was going a lot faster doing that. So yeah, if you turn it, it's like exactly
Yeah,
the mirror.
that's the
So
beauty
yeah,
of
so I'm
the
stitching
pattern.
the modern. This is the top. She even made like a little arrow up here so that we would know
Oh, that's
which.
nice.
Yeah. Does it
Yeah,
look? Yeah. Here, this is the color of the fabric. It's a little more. It is bright yellow.
yeah,
But yeah, it's definitely been a lot of fun to
that's
stitch on.
stunning.
Yeah. And yeah, as Megan said, I have until the end of June also to finish that. So I will do my best. I'm already like I've done some good progress on it so far. So and then my other new start was I started the Deadly Aquarium Sal.
I have not
So
started.
this is where we're at so far. So these are the two drops that we've had. The little sea creature there and the puffer fish. Can you see him? Yeah, it's really cute. I started this when we only had the frame and I stitched on it for about an hour. And then I realized that I was following the wrong part of the pattern. So I had to take everything out. So this is all I have now.
The
Tiny,
tiniest free start.
tiny little star.
I mean, it's bigger than my start on the same
Yeah,
pattern.
I had like, because I started in the middle and then I accidentally moved my pattern that I was looking at over and I started following this one.
Oh
And then I was
no.
like, oh, maybe they're exactly the same and I could just do that one instead, but it's like totally different.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
that's too bad.
I had so much time. And then I was like, oh, that's wrong. So, anyway,
And your fabric probably was not big enough
no.
to just make
To,
that.
like just like move over and start it there. No, because I literally have like just enough.
Yeah, yeah.
For yeah. So
Oh, so frustrating.
so then this one kind of was in a timeout after that. So I was like,
Yeah, which is fair.
darn it.
Totally fair.
Yeah. So, but I would love to start working on that again and potentially get caught up. Um, realistically, who knows? And then I also started a new project from Marumi Designs because I finished one, so I get to start one.
That's the rules.
Um, And this is Kaleidoscope. This was her first pattern to be featured in a magazine. This was in Just Cross Stitch, the December 2023 issue. And it's gorgeous. This is all done in Etoile. Sadly, I did not have the required Etoile and I did not want to buy anything because I'm trying not to buy more stuff. And I have plenty of floss. And I did this one as part of the Pick a Whip prompt Stitch from a magazine. Since it was also Marumi May, I was like, I have to do one of hers from a magazine. And this is my site so far.
So
So
good.
I've done 5 hours on this one. And these are all the brown is a Brina needle, and then these two are Roxy flosses. And
Love
I
it.
do actually have the called for ecru in Etoile, so I'm gonna do that, and then it'll be a little bit sparkly.
I
But
love
yeah.
it. It's great.
And this has been a lot of fun to stitch on as well. This bright pink, I love stitching on. This is also a Roxy Floss Co. Pattern.
Very nice, good colors. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, so that one was a lot of fun to start. When will I finish it? It's none of my business. Those are my 3 starts.
Awesome. Did you have any other whips this month?
Yeah, I had quite a few. Did you have any?
I also had quite a few. Who wants to go first?
Uh, you can go. You go.
Okay.
That's me.
I've got a big box.
I want to get organized.
Not a big box, a big pile. Um, so
Dropped all my clips.
I have a few things going on. So I finished my April. Where's my board? My April Stitch for Pride. Which was the Kiss and Tell Collective. And so that is all done there. I doubled up the floss for the back stitching,
Mm,
which makes it stand out a lot. But I also might be a little messy. I don't know. If I decide I don't like it at the end, it's quick enough to tear out and do
yeah.
again. And then I got the tiniest start on May. And I
Mhm,
haven't done the learning for May yet. So I need to do that before um I go any further.
mhm,
I just want to make sure I say so it's Yishe Garbaz. Yishe Garbaz. See, I haven't listened to any of the things. I think that's how
mhm,
you say her name. But so she was a Jewish photography and installation artist, who
mm.
like did a lot of work on borders and geographic boundaries and things like that. And so that's what the pattern has in store for us. So I can show you the pattern. I did have that ready to share and then completely forgot. So that is our May Stitch for Pride pattern from these 20 stitches, which I don't think I said. So that's the May one. And then our June one just came out yesterday. And so I'll just share it now because I will probably, hopefully, be caught up by
I
the end.
really like this one.
This one is for Frida Kahlo. Um, that beautiful yellow. Um,
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah. And so that one sits, oh, I can unshare. Share thing. So that one will sit down here under the sriracha bottle.
Okay.
So have it
Hmm.
still. But
Wonder
this
how
is a 20 count determination from Miss Lay Pages. It really wants me to be able to tell you that. And then I have the
the
floss pack
branding.
from Jazz Knitting Nurse. So here we go. So I need to do my learning for both May and June and do my stitching. Um,
I'm still working on March.
that's fine. That's fine. You can work on it however you want to work on it. I also just want to highlight
Oh yeah.
just for fun. Thank you, Helen. I you saw this in our Stitch North update. I haven't done a ton since then. I had big hopes of getting this done in May for Marumi May, but I just have not.
Mhm.
But look, I have 3 and a
Ooh.
bit of the flowers left, and then I will be completely done the border. Which I have told myself I cannot do any more of the middle until the border is done. And so I'm almost
Wow.
there. Um, just almost there. The
Yeah.
border has been really meditative and nice because I don't have to refer to the pattern.
Mhm.
And so it has been nice. And so I've been taking it like when I've needed an emotional support whip for
Mhm.
social gatherings. I've been
Yeah.
taking it with me. And so it's been really nice to work on. I had it at my aunt's house and um, apparently the fact that I could stitch on it without a frame in subpar lighting was amazing.
I mean,
And I mean, it probably is to a certain degree.
yeah. It's not
It's
unremarkable.
not
It's
unremarkable.
yeah.
But instead of, just quietly
Yeah.
stitching, it's then a big to do.
Yeah.
So my emotional support went back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that is on Easy Breezy Lemon Squeezy 18 count from Kaylee. And I have been choosing with my heart on my colors. Border, which is what I've worked on since you've seen it last, is
Mhm.
310 DMC. Okay, next up is my beautiful biome.
Oh,
I
biome.
managed to get the May drop done in May. I did not have all
Mhm.
of the May border done, but the May drop's done. Little border in between's done. I'll pull it down here. I missed the hangout today. I'm sorry, Christy. Life lifed at me. Delays, etc. It's all fine.
Mhm.
But so we've got, can I remember? Crowberries, a ptarmigan, some narwhals, and I forget what critter's feet these are supposed to be. The June drop is out, since yesterday, and it's got like a bear paw and trees, got a fox and a hare. And
It's
this
the taiga.
yeah, but so tundra, taiga, and then I mean we'll go through the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing these with a set of flosses, which are in a bag, from Hand Dye by Rolanda. And so I'm using dark black in it for the border. Well, that's not really black, but charcoaly. So this one is my border color. So it's charcoaly. And then this is the color I used for my first one, more of a purple, but still with some of the darker bits in it. And then I have this one, and then these two more red ones. And so I'm gonna sort of like ombre it. I have color one, and then this one will have color one and two, and then I'll have color two.
Oh.
And then I either need to find another color or cycle back to the first one. I have to decide. But I don't have to decide now. I have to decide in like March or April next year,
Wait, later.
whenever the last thing comes out. So I will do that. And the fabric is a 40 count winter wren from Fox and Rabbit. If you are wondering what that is. And so this will, because the pattern is smaller, I did not have to stitch it on a 56 count for it to come out the same size as my natural world. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also worked on in April my Angel of Love. Helen and I had a Zoom, and I got her face and her hair. I forget exactly what I had. The space that's left in here is all beads. And so beads and Krynic for her halo and in her hair need to be done. So now I am working on putting in her dress, and I'm just going to go color by color and start working my way down. And there will be beads and there will be Krynic. I'm not going to bead as I go. I'll probably put the Krynic in. Bead it at the end. I love her a lot. And Helen and I have our next Zoom date set up for later in June.
Are both the wings completely done now?
Yeah, my wings are done.
Yeah.
Hard to see in here, but they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they look so good. It's really pretty.
I love it. And then the only other thing I worked on, like it sounds like a lot, but in May, very little of this happened. A lot of this happened in April. Is my Namarie tapestry. All the words are done. I'm down at the bottom. I did not pull up the pattern. This is a snack dragon. There will be, another one, some swans, and such. This is another one that I had really thought, at the start of May, I was like, oh, I can totally focus. I can get this variants done. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I just won't work on anything else. And I didn't work on a lot of other things. However, either. So I was just plugging away on it. I can make it to Mordor in May of 2025.
Yeah.
I don't want it to take that.
And I will be right there with you.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. That's everything I stitched except for one pattern that I can't find that I only worked on for one day for like 1 hour. So I'm not going to stress about it. You'll see it when you see it.
Sure.
What did you work on?
Well, so also on March 31st, which was the Trans Day of Visibility, I worked on my trans merman.
Oh, yes.
So I worked on him for a few hours in the evening after I finished that goth queer one, and I did this boat. And I filled in part of this tail, and I did all of these blue bits.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You're almost done.
This is pretty close to a finish now.
Yeah.
If I worked on this, and I know I have a mer person call on my WhipGo, which I'll probably get this back out when it comes up. So
yeah, you can probably
definitely finish this soon. And then one of the other pickle whips was something with fruit in it, and I think that was in April as well. So I got out my fruit sampler because there's nothing fruitier than that. And I did this strawberries and this
Beautiful.
watermelon.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so now I only have 3 more fruits down at the bottom. There's a kiwi, an apple, and I think a lemon. And then there's like beads and words. But yeah, this is pretty close to being finished too. Someday, when, who knows?
Whenever.
And then I also worked on We Still Go On. This is when we were in New York, and I didn't show it because I totally forgot about it. But yeah, I'm almost done because I just have to finish his jawline here.
Yep, that's another one that's very close to a finish.
That's pretty much done. So I know all these things. I'm like, if I spent like a week just finishing things, will I do that?
Bug. At some point, the bug will come, and you will just finish a whole bunch of things in
Yeah.
succession. Maybe at the next Stitch North.
Oops. I did work on something that I'm not even close to finishing. What? Where is the pattern? They're alphabetical, Megan. Anyway. Yeah, so No Time Like the Present.
Oh, lovely.
Your friend and mine, Jacob DeGraff. Some people are so far on this.
Some people are actually treating it like a stitch along. Those are not.
I'm still here.
You might wanna.
Is it sideways? Yeah. There we go. I'm still here. But I did a little bit. I did this part, and I kind of brought this border over a little bit. I think I worked on this for like 1 hour in April.
I still really like your color picks.
Yeah, I love my colors. I think they're gonna look really cool when they are finished.
I hear tell it's Jacob June. So
Oh yeah, it is Jacob June.
You could do some work on it for that.
Yeah. Do a lot of things with June. I do have some plans. Yeah, I think one of my April calls was Any Sal, so that's why I worked on that and this next one you're about to see, which I think did I have the picture? I never have the picture of this one. I feel like I always think about this way later. Anyway, this is my Treasure Island Sal.
Oh, Treasure Island.
And I worked on this for a few hours. It's so big. I finally took it out of the frame because I was gonna move it. But yeah, it's gonna be giant. But I worked on this gentleman, finished him.
Nice.
Did this little sea creature.
Nice.
And then I did all of this border and then brought this border down to here.
Lovely.
So there's a dude that's gonna be here, and then there's some stuff in here, and then this is where the map starts.
Okay.
The big map. And then there's another dude here and another dude here, I think. So I'm kind of just like going like back and forth until I go. But yeah. So,
that's the benefit of not finishing on time. You get to stitch it for order you
can just pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like, because I like when I have like, I still have like thread on my needle if it's in like whatever color it is, and then I can look and be like, where else am I going to use this right away? Yeah. And then I can just go stitch that.
Yeah.
So I do really like this. I'm definitely gonna finish it. It's just like
it's a big project.
Yeah, it's a big one, and I just haven't gotten it out in a while. Yeah. So it looks so good. And I'm really excited to work on that map. So I'm gonna force myself to finish some more. It's just the people. Like I don't love stitching the people. Yeah, and there's a lot of people on this one.
Yeah, there is.
Oh well.
You didn't get the memo to change them into Muppets in time.
I know, they would have been so good as Muppets. I love that one. Okay. And then I also worked on my Stitch for Pride. which looks like this at the moment. So I'm gonna put my one there because I think it'll be fine.
Mhm.
And I'll even have like a little bit because I oriented my fabric the wrong way, so I had to get a little creative with my
You're just
thing.
making
So I
it up
think
as you go. It'll be great.
I'm gonna do April and then maybe June where it would have been beside. Oh no, it was gonna be underneath. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'll figure it out.
They should fit fine though.
I mean, I know they're all gonna fit. It's not a matter of will they fit. It's just that I decided to
Hard to
go.
rearrange them as you
Yeah.
go, not knowing what's coming,
Well,
right?
see, now I already know like 3 months out
Yeah.
because I'm right. So I do have some idea of
Mhm.
what shape the next ones will all be because the bottle was what threw me off because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they're all just gonna be little squares. No, of course not. I should have known better. But yeah, so I definitely want to finish March at least and April, and then who knows?
Yeah.
That's the plan right now. And then the last thing that I worked on, which I went truly ham on for a few weeks after we got back at the beginning of May, was from Yalta to Nauru's. And Megan showed you hers. This is the finished.
Oh yeah, I guess I could have shown the pattern.
Whoop,
Don't show the actual pattern.
where did that one go? There you go. There you go. So yeah, there it is. So, so nice. I also kind of like stitched myself into a corner with this one because I immediately like wanted to stitch the alternate first band. So I did. And then I was like, oh, but now I have to choose like, am I gonna leave off a band? Am
Mhm.
I gonna like just make it really super long or like whatever? And I don't want to really do that. So and I also there's none that I didn't want to stitch now that I've seen them all. And I also want to stitch all of the alternate ones. So what do you do in that case?
You stitch.
Well, you just mash them all up. So I did this one is 3 and 5 put together. And then this one is the normal, I think this is 6. And then next will be 4. I have a whole chart. So I sat down one day and I was like, this, blah, blah, blah. So I figured out a way to stitch at least part of every single band, including all the alternate bands, without making it more than 12, because I also didn't want to have to figure out how to redo like the border. Because I was like, yeah, I could just make it longer if it was completely uniform all the way. But now, yeah, anyway. So
Those
I was like,
little.
I'll do 12, I'll
Mhm.
do 12, and then I'll just like some of them are going to be just stitched as is, and some of them are going to be different parts of
Makes
different
sense.
ones. And I kind of like how the way that I'm doing it, I'm going to end on the 11th one, which is this like the one with this verse,
Mhm.
like the thing, and how like there was like this song at the top of
Yeah.
that one. So it's like, oh, it's kind of,
Oh, nice symmetry there.
yeah. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. No, I did not pay attention to here where it was supposed to be 2 spaces instead of 1. So
Oh,
this one is 3 stitches over.
okay. Yeah. Did you watch Miriam's latest Flosstube where she talks about how you have to be careful with her borders because they're not always the
I
same?
felt very called out, but also I appreciate the heads up. Thank you, Miriam. Um, yeah, she was like, and yeah, like you might just be like stitching along and not really paying attention to the pattern, but sometimes there's different spacing, and I was like, yes, yes, I've come to realize that. Thank you.
Mhm.
That was very funny. Um, yeah. So this outer border is 3 different colors of Brandon needle, and then the inside is a bunch of different sulkies, and I'm just sort of
Choose it
doing
with your heart.
whatever I want.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Looks
I,
so
I
good.
really enjoyed stitching on this. I got a lot done.
Mhm.
in the last few weeks. I don't even think I had finished like this band was still like
No, I don't
halfway.
I think you were
This
still
wasn't even like
working on it.
started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Looking so good.
I know I'd really like to work on that more, but I need to put it away because I need to work on all these sals. For example, this sal. So this is where I'm at for my biomes. I think this was also technically a new start because I think I started it in April, but
It came
whatever.
out in April. The
Yeah.
borders came out in April, so.
So I worked on this
No,
like,
it came out at the end of
May.
March. So
Yeah, I might have started it then, but I don't know. So I started it and then I worked on it during the Zoom in, it must have been April. Yeah, it must have been April when I worked on it.
yeah, because we were in New York for the May ones.
Right. Yeah. And this is a 32 count green color from Kaylee. It's not named. And this is a Threadworks, this brown. And then I have selected just a bunch of different fun cottage garden, a lot of them, and different colors to do the insides. And as they come out, I'll just decide what looks best. And yeah, I definitely want to start this drop so that I can finish the border without having to actually count.
Oh, you're gonna put the animals in and then just pull it
Yeah,
across. Yeah.
yeah.
I've gotten a nice rhythm with the little.
Oh, just knowing how many of those.
Well, yeah, I count down to the next. Like I don't count down to the next. I count down to where it comes up, and then I go back and I
Oh,
loop de loop. So, I mean, I should look at the whole border, but so long as there isn't different spacing, I don't need to look at the pattern while I'm doing those.
yeah,
And so if I do the inside ones first, and then I can bring out down the outside border too.
yeah. So, yeah.
A lot of fun.
And that was everything I worked on.
Wow. 2 months.
And stuff.
You got a lot of stitching, even if you don't
Busy
feel
month.
like you got a lot of stitching.
So what'd you buy?
I bought just a couple things. I'm not even quite sure where to start. Maybe I'll start first with something that came in the mail since the last time we filmed. I didn't buy it, but it was a lovely surprise from my friend Megan, who went to Ireland and brought me back treats. This is a bookmark. Just showing Celtic. I was looking to see. It doesn't say. I don't know. It's just inspired by Celtic art.
Mm. Yeah, those designs were like everywhere we went.
Yeah,
Like,
very
yeah.
pretty. This awesome dragon coaster. Thank you very much.
I saw that and I thought of you immediately.
It will be living on my desk. And these fun little wooden bits and bobs are a
Yeah,
little shaken up.
they had all different ones, and I spent probably way too long going through them all to make sure that we picked, because I got one for me and one for you, and I had to pick the absolute best ones. And Bill was getting really annoyed because we almost missed our bus.
Thank you, Bill.
But like, we did, and everything was fine.
Ocean Cutter, this is like a big fairy and a moon.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like Velcro on the back of them. I'm not quite sure.
I think they're just called embellishments. I guess they're like for journaling or like whatever. But yeah,
Oh, I like them. They're pretty.
like glue them on things.
This pretty little tea coaster, not coaster, but tea plate. A beautiful burb.
Yeah, that bird was everywhere as well. It's very popular design, I guess.
Yeah, this little new friend. I'm gonna take him to work. I also got another octopus in the mail that I guess I
Oh yeah.
ready at work.
How many octopuses?
Jesse Miss Lee Pages sent me as a little fun surprise. Um, so I'm gonna take it to work, and then I have 3 emotional support octopi at work.
That feels like almost the right number.
Almost, maybe 8.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so that was fun. Megan didn't tell me she had sent me anything. So I got home from work one day. It was like, what is this package? And it was all these fun presents. So thank you, Megan.
They're so welcome.
Um, I went.
No, I only bought one thing, so I'm gonna show my thing. I bought this Eco Regions book from Pigeon Coop Designs. It's a Canadian cross stitch designer. I also got the needle minder that goes with it. It's very nice.
Look, same.
Oh look, Megan got it too. She peer pressured me into buying.
No such thing.
We were we were in we were in our hotel in New York and we were talking to Michelle about stitching one of Pigeon Coop's patterns as like a Banff like pattern. And yeah, look at this whale. And then she was like, "Oh, I don't even know if I know their work." And then we were looking on the website, and she was like, "I'm gonna order this thing." And I had been like sort of like on the fence about it. Look at that. I had been on the fence about ordering it for a while, but then when she said she was doing it, I was like,
Those urchins
"Oh,
are.
look at this bird."
Mm.
So good. And I think he's gonna do like all of the regions of
That's my impression from
Canada.
is that he will do
Yeah.
the regions.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's also June, so it's a great time to buy from your local queer artists. So
Just saying. He has a website and an Etsy shop.
maybe go spend some money with him this month if
Yeah.
you have money and would like to spend it with him.
That's all I got. That was very good.
Buy all.
That's all that's arrived.
Yeah.
So
I went on a little road trip last weekend, down to see my parents because it was a big birthday. Anyways, but I stopped at there's an antique shop that's like kind of halfway, and I needed a little not in the car time because it's a long way to drive by yourself. So got out around and I found this really nice little sewing box. It needs some TLC, and I'm gonna rip this off and like do some stitching or something and recover it.
oh, cute! Yeah,
Very cute. $10.
oh,
10
that's great.
dollars. So it's basically free in American.
That'll be so good for your little bits and bobs at your little table.
But like also like keep them enclosed,
Mm-hmm.
sitting out. So I love it. I also found, and I have the need to buy every time I find one, and they're not ridiculously priced.
Oh yeah.
Have I stitched any of the tea time things yet? No. Do I have more than one teapot trivet to finish them in? Absolutely. So I got that as well. It's always fun to wander around the antique stores. You never know what
Yeah.
you're going to get.
Especially for finishing stuff.
Yeah. Some other things that came in the mail, and I've already put away all the things that came with this, but my Sassy and Snarky swap was waiting when I got home. So this is stitched by Jessica Tracy, who is at Sporty Stitcher. And it says, "One day I'll do amazing things. Today I'll be satisfied if I manage not to spill food on my boobs." You know, sometimes the bare minimum is really all you can ask from yourself. So there's that. And then also came in the mail. I haven't done anything with it yet, so this is getting a wee bit into plans. But I'm doing a Carolyn Manning round robin, if you recall.
Yeah.
Ink Circles friends from last year. And so this is Danielle's piece. It's the night before Christmas, I think is what the pattern's called. Anyways, it is absolutely beautiful. This red fabric that she got, it just feels soft and lush. It's gonna be so I probably won't stitch on this until July, which would be great because then it can be Christmas in July stitching.
Yeah.
Here, it made it safe and sound. It's beautiful, and I'm excited to work on it when the time comes. What else came? Just a couple more things. I'm also pretty sure that in the course of, you might have noticed, some rearranging happened. I put away everything that I put aside that came in April to show.
Oh, yeah.
It's been put away. My bag has been put away. My phone,
Mhm.
like it's all been put away. So April came and went. What did I get? I don't even remember. But May.
Some stuff, I'm sure.
This is my
Oh,
lots of the month from May.
those
Very
are so nice.
bright. Just nice bright colors. How do I think I'll figure out the lighting situation? But they're beautiful.
Yeah, I love that orange, like
A good
creamsicle.
a good orange. I say it. I say it every time. That is a club that I will just keep handing my money over to. Also, this came with my stuff from Kaylee, and I am fascinated with it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Called Pink Skeleton by Takashi Murakami. So I need to go look up more art by this person.
Hmm.
Kaylee sent me my bag and my fabric of the month. So this is the bag I got, and it's freaking adorable. These little boba cookies.
Oh, that's so cute.
So cute. I love it. And then my fabric of the month fabric is Dirty Martini. And I love it a lot.
Okay.
And I haven't quite decided because I haven't started the Deadly Aquarium yet. I was kind of thinking I might.
Oh,
It's green, it's not a blue, but I don't know. I'll put the colors on it and see.
in the mock-up, it does look more like seafoamy green than like blue
Oh,
blue.
when you're underwater,
Yeah,
things are pretty green sometimes.
yeah.
So I don't know. And then I don't think I bought this. I think this came in Kaylee. Maybe I did buy it and I just don't remember. It's like a half yard or something of the Lisa Frank fabric. Did I buy this? Did you just send it? And if you sent it, why? Why? But thank you. I don't think I bought it. I haven't gone to look. I don't remember buying it. It's possible.
I mean,
Things
it's nice fabric. I
well,
also own two pieces of
I'm not
yours.
upset about it. Like that's
No.
very we're not sponsored by her. I swear. I did buy the Halloween kit. So this is my bag. And I suspect they're all a little different, so I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything.
Mm-hmm.
Bag. It's got this cute
Oh, that's cute.
name on it. Um and it's a bundle, so it also
Mm-hmm.
bags have the little bags inside, but it does. And it's got this needle minder, which
Oh,
I
that's cute.
gosh. Then what's the inside fabric? It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole bunch of like, spooky, moody ornament cuts. She always includes these easy grid ones too in the ornament cuts, which is nice when you're doing a
Mm-hmm.
full coverage. So
Oh, I like that green one.
the green, another
Yeah.
blue. Oh, so, very happy as always. I did shop the sale for dear Queen Victoria's birthday in
Yeah,
May.
me too.
I've not received my things yet.
No, me neither.
I'm very excited for when they do come.
Mhm.
But I guess you'll see those next time. That's my Kaylee purchases.
Yeah, I ordered from her. I ordered from Bryn Needle, which has also not arrived.
Yeah. I have my quarterly Patreon gift from Uncanny Kari.
Ooh, that's really cute.
Spring Dragons. So this would have come in April at some point, I think. before I left. So yeah, in April. Speaking of Brenda Needle, I did order from Brenda Needle because they said the magical words free shipping. And I went, sold. So I ordered a whole bunch of flosses. Did I need any of these? Absolutely not. Did my heart want them all? Absolutely. Did my heart want more than this? Also, absolutely. But I did restrain myself to some extent.
Did you get a Kickstarter pack too?
Yes, I have supported the store at launch. I made my demands very clear that there must be a seat for me at the first retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody offered Deanna's house for me to sleep in. So that's great.
Oh, great. That's perfect.
Um, Deanna, don't worry, you don't have to host me. I can get a hotel. It's fine. But we have SOE, which like this is a like it is day glow yellow. It's not like solidly day glow yellow, but it's very bright.
Have that one as well.
State of emergency SOE.
Yeah.
Stunned as Miars.
I'm pretty sure I ordered that one. Well,
Yeah, yeah, some good speckle in there. We call them bake apples.
I think I ordered that one too.
Possible. It's fully possible. I have some of these already because I
No,
didn't.
those ones are new because I don't think I
Some of
have
them,
them.
some are new. Some of them are
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I did not get my floss ring of Brenda needles, but you can see. Pretty sure. Which way do I put my? Pretty sure it's those ones. But I did not get it out. It was not hanging up easily before. And look, I just picking colors. This one is he could put an arse in a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the day after I ordered is the day that they put up all their naughty word named ones.
Oh.
Well, they're editions, so it's fine. Kiss the Cod.
Mm-hmm.
Ostera, which I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty sure this was in one of the Floss of the Month ones, but it was so pretty. So.
I don't think I have that one though.
Oh, then maybe not.
Yeah.
Dwy,
Mm-hmm.
really light purple.
That one was sold out and I wanted to get it.
Really unfortunate for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing. Duckish, which I bought simply for the name, but the color's also pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Berg Hunting.
I have that one.
This is like
Used it a few times.
on a sunny day.
Mm-hmm.
And Damnable Bay. And it's this
Oh, that one's cool.
really dark blue to a really light blue.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the flosses could not travel alone.
Nope.
So they've got some friends that came with them. And apparently, here it is. Is it? No. I don't know what I did with the tag for this. This is called Fairy Ring. It's 40 count. It's really like light green,
Really?
brownish,
Mm.
beautiful. This is Soot, and it is an 18 count Ada. It's just a really nice, dependable dark gray.
Mm-hmm.
And another 40 count, surrounded by water, this beautiful blue.
That's really nice.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, plans for any of these? Absolutely not. Just building the fabric stash for when the apocalypse hit.
Plans, schplans.
Yeah. When I have a breakdown and need some time away from everything.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
That took a turn. Anyways, what else is in this pile? This was on the Facebook buy and sell. Hair's Halloween. one of the older.
Oh, cute.
I could not.
Little bat.
Those little bunnies in their little costumes.
That's
We have
cute.
a little ballerina and a little jack-o'-lantern and a little angel.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. So that belongs to me now for stitching at some point. And then the last thing in my pile, but definitely not the last thing that has entered my home since the start of April, is this beautiful yarn set, which is May the Roars Be With You. But it is based on, and I don't have, so it's based on these Jurassic Wars, like Star Wars dinosaurs, which I'm not entirely clear on the origins of them. If you Google Jurassic Wars, you can bring that up on the internet. But like, for example, this one is the C3PO one, and so it's Stag 3PO. So it's a Stegosaurus that looks like C3PO.
Okay, sure.
Another one that I know for sure what it is. Like this is Darth Cephalovator, is what it's called, and AT-AT Rex. I don't know which ones are 2D21. Anyways, they're mashups between dinosaurs and Star Wars, but the colors are just,
Yeah. How could you not get that?
yeah, it's Yarnaceous fibers.
Yeah.
It came with some other Star Wars themed goodies because it was a May the 4th box.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, there's other things. I bought new shelves and
Yeah.
these boards, and I'm rearranging slowly but surely,
I
taking
like how
almost
your
all my things.
bags all packed up.
These bags,
Yeah.
these ones, these
Mm-hmm.
ones that for the most part don't house projects. Down here, which you can't see, are two shelves full of projects. There's a few more behind me. Over
Oh,
here are kitted up things. Behind here is a box that's full of fabric. Just,
you just never know when you're gonna need some fabric.
and yeah,
What will you do?
I show you.
No, it looks so good. Love it.
I
Now I have to rearrange my room too.
remember this pillow from our last episode.
Oh my god.
It's so cute.
That's me.
Yeah. So it's a work in progress. It may or may not look the same the next time you see me. Us together, perhaps.
I mean, it looks good now.
I'm gonna be gone more weekends than I'm here, or part of the weekends, or I don't know. June's gonna be a little chaotic, but it's all good.
I will be home all of June.
What are
Oh.
your stitching plans for June?
Well, funny you should ask. So I'm definitely gonna try to get caught up on Stitch for Pride, and I have to finish my ink circles. Those would be my top two priorities. And then I would like to work on biomes and the Deadly Aquarium. And I would like to start my Vampirum Sal and my Arctic Animal Sal from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery that I have not even kitted up yet. But who knows? And then I still have a WibGo call from May that I did not complete. The prompt was lots of color, and I had like made a list at the beginning when I'm like, I mean, I could be like everything I've stitched on has tons of color on it, but I actually wanted to get progress on those whips that I made a list of. So I'm gonna do my original plan and choose something from the list. And the one that I really wanted to work on was Thursday Goes Goth, which I also just really want to work on. So
You started it.
yeah, you should start it for your birthday, and then we can stitch on it.
No. Oh, I didn't talk about this.
um,
Not this
so
week, but the week before on Michelle's Twitch, I guess we decided we're all starting Chatelaines for my birthday. Sorry, you.
oh, okay, well there you go. So yeah, I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna work on that. It's 10 hours. That's like a couple of days of long like days off, stitching days, basically. And then my quirky Quaker whip goes for June are a bug and ocean themed. So for the bug, I really want to do the lobster
Yes.
because there are sea bugs and I have the lobster kit now.
Yeah.
And I don't have to buy anything. And then for the ocean theme one, I think I'm gonna do the narwhal, the new one, because it's so cute. I really want to do it. Even though there are other ocean ones that I haven't done yet, like I haven't done the crab or the octopus or the jellyfish, but
Last year that I was all like, ah.
I really want to do the narwhal, so I think I'm going to do that one. And then my two Whip Go calls for June are full coverage, which I have lots to choose from there, and then Stitch a Witchy. So I could do one of the three witchy whips that I currently have, or I could start one of the tarot cards, which I might do. We'll see. I haven't decided that one yet. That's the end of June's issue. But yeah, that's the plans as of now. Check back in in a month and we'll see how much I stuck to it.
Definitely gonna do my round robin piece because
Yeah.
I'm supposed to send it onwards at the end of June. So
Mhm.
I will work on my cells to whatever extent I work on my cells. I'm not.
Yeah.
I overcommitted to cells this year. That's what
I'm
happened.
still working on cells from last year.
Be good cells. So fine frog stitching is not even done, the femurs and fungi cell. And she's already telling us that she's going to do another one in the fall called plants in petrichor. And if you're not familiar with petrichor, that is the smell of like after the rain, like that woodsy, earthy smell. It just,
Yeah.
there's too much. There's too much. I need to like, I don't know, uninstall Instagram for a few weeks, but then
Yeah. And then you miss stuff that you do want to know about.
exactly, exactly. So I don't know. Um, I also want to start my Know Thyself
Yeah.
fabric from Kim. So I got it from her at Stitch North.
Oh, right. That big, yeah.
Right? This beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, that'll be so perfect.
And then these were my colors that I had pulled. And I didn't get the pattern ready, but I think it's going to look perfect. And so I need to start that.
Yeah.
He just started his. I don't know if you've seen, but it's fan.
I did, and they were like, "Oh, I have some plans for this one," and I was like,
What
"You
you do?
like, what do you mean?" So I'm very curious to see what that means and what he stitches
Yeah, so I want to
or
start
how different it's going to be. Like, I don't know.
that because I was ready to start right away, and then I was like, oh no, this blue isn't quite right.
Hmm.
And then I had another blue that I liked, but the fabric was too small. And then I bought that fabric, and then yeah, so
Yeah, it's
look
too
at
much.
that. I also like maybe want to finish some of my older things. So I don't know. Maybe I will just
That was
not
really good.
pressure to keep up with sales. Not that
Hmm.
I have a great job, but especially not feel pressure and just stitch on older things too. Like
Yeah.
out some of the old, or decide that I'm just not interested anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I
I
also
also really want to start Marumi's June design.
yes, Marumi's Pride pattern. This is amazing, and it's just 100% borders.
It's so good. She
I,
was working on it. She was like designing it when she was on the cruise. So I kind of knew a little bit about what was, but it's really good.
so good.
And I really want to do it on, I was thinking of doing it on that like black sparkly piece that I got from the neon box. If it's the right size, I feel like
And then the colors will really pop, and it has that.
imagine. Oh, they're gonna look so good. I don't know. Kind of feel like that might be the right thing for that thing.
Got this in the mail. I ordered it a while ago as a pre-order from Art is Dirty on Instagram. It says we don't get over things, we get through them. It's so pretty. But again,
Love it.
another place to spend your dollars to support a queer artist. So I just thought I'd share that.
I like the shape of it.
It's a good shape, right? Like the
Mm-hmm.
background, and like it's not like a handle, but it does give you some place to put your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I got a smaller one from them too, which is at work, and it says unused feelings, and that's for calls.
A pointed comment for anyone who comes into your office.
Yeah, well, you can't have fun at work. Why go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we might have said it all.
Did it. Yeah.
Back in a month-ish to see what we did or did not do.
How many random things that we just started and finished?
Yeah.
Throughout the month for no reason.
How much of our plans did we throw out the window basically immediately as we stopped recording? I don't know.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yep. Yep.
But that's what keeps the people coming back, you know?
Fair enough.
See
Fair
what chaotic things have the Megans gotten into this month.
enough. Just a reminder, free Palestine,
Yeah.
free Sudan, free all oppressed peoples.
I've been trying to read more about the other such things going on. I followed someone had posted something where they were like, if you're looking for info, like follow these people, and so I did, and
yeah, there's a lot of people producing very informative content.
mm-hmm.
We live in a place where we are relatively safe, and we have the privilege of being able to look away, which we should not be doing. So until things change over here, things will not change for other people. And if you have the ability to support financially towards different causes, I encourage you to do so.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people doing a lot of good that is directly helping people.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Great. Thanks for watching. We'll link to all the stuff that we talked about, hopefully, if we remember.
Giveaways.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to give away stuff.
Well, I looked down and I saw, and so I remembered. So on our last video, because we could not part with the gifts from Kaylee,
Yeah.
Sorry. I have run out of steam. We offered a gift certificate. And so we had a whole bunch of people enter, and we did a little number draw at the start of the video, like before we started recording. And the one and only Diddy Stitcher, Helen, is the winner. So Helen, I will figure out how to get that to you. I think I'll just buy it and put your email address in. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Get that on its way to you. But this time, so we showed these in our last video, and we're both pretty sure we already had it. I mean, I think Megan was positive she had it.
I definitely did.
Check. So these came in our Stitch North bag, and we both already have it. So up for grabs are 2 of Always Time for Tea. I know several of you were also at Stitch North, and so are not in need of this pattern. Are folks who regularly watch us. But if you do not have this and are interested in stitching it, fill out the form that is linked below, and we will send a pattern to 2 folks who are interested in having it the next time we film.
I'll mail one and Megan will mail one.
Yep. Exactly. Okay. And with that said, I think that is everything.
Now we've done it.
Yes. For watching. See you next time.
Bye.